Today I wanted to talk about something that I noticed recently, and that is that a lot of my friends have been sort of putting themselves down and talking more about the things they don't like about themselves than the things that they do like about themselves. And I understand where they're coming from, because that's just something that people do, but I don't think they should. It feels as though it's more widely accepted to hate things about yourself than actually love who you are, and I think that's just wrong. I think most of it stems from celebrity culture. So, for example, magazines. In a magazine you can see a picture of a celebrity, perfectly airbrushed, looking flawless in every single way, but that's not realistic. No one looks like that. Then if you see that same celebrity going out and they've got no makeup on and they're just wearing whatever they could throw on that day, they get severely judged for that. People are just horrible about them because they look like real life people. They don't look flawless or perfect, they just look real. I think the fact that we're constantly bombarded with pictures of famous people that are airbrushed, or 10 people have worked on their hair to make it perfect so that not even a single strand goes out of place, that we think that's what we're supposed to look like all the time. And we think, oh, if she looks like that, I should look like that. Why don't I look more like her? No. But the truth is, no one looks like that. Not even her. She doesn't look like that. And that pressure to always look perfect and airbrushed, compared to the cruelty that the media show to women who go out without makeup on and look like a normal human being and don't always try and make 100% effort when they pop to the shops, is what makes teenage girls and fully grown women dislike themselves and be more comfortable disliking themselves around other women than talking about the things that they love about themselves. They're just constantly comparing themselves to this airbrushed, flawless celebrity who doesn't really look like that. If you were sitting with a group of girls and they were saying, oh, I hate this about myself, I hate this about myself, you're not going to want to be the one who goes, well, I like this about myself, and I like this about you, and these are all the great things about us. You're not going to be the one to do that, because you think, oh, it's more likely that you're supposed to dislike yourself. That's what I've always been taught from the media and magazines, and that's just bad. I don't know why it's a thing. And what I think that's done has not only knocked the confidence of so many people, because all they do is compare themselves to this unrealistic idea and say, oh, I wish I looked like that, oh, I hate this about myself because it's not like that. It's made people forget that everyone is a completely individual person. You are completely different to every single person in the world, and that's great. Like, people can be short and have a big bum and smaller boobs. People can be short and have a smaller bum and bigger boobs. People can be tall and have big boobs. People can be tall and have no boobs. People can be anything. Everyone is a different shape, a different size, and I feel like we've all forgotten that. I feel like everyone has forgotten that you are you and you're not anyone else, and that the outside bit doesn't even matter. What matters is what's inside, which sounds really cheesy, but it's true. Your outward appearance isn't who you are. Your outward appearance is just what's holding who you are in. Who you really are is your dreams, your loves, your hates, your misfortunes, your ambitions, your passion, your drive, everything, how hard you work, everything. All of those things build up who you are. And I understand you can feel shit about it sometimes. Yeah, we all have down days. Sometimes I feel like I don't want to move because I feel like I'm a whale. And that just happens, that's just what happens. And it's gonna happen. You can't feel 100% all the time. You can't feel perfect and happy about yourself all of the time, but you can try. You can stop comparing yourselves to other people, because that's not gonna help anything. And yes, there are people in this world who judge people based on how they look. Just cut them out, they're not worth it. Everyone has their up and down days. And I think there are ways you can try and feel confident on more days, like saying 3 things that you like about yourself every morning. Just listing 3. They can be inward things or they could be outward things. Just choose 3 things about yourself that you like, and that could just build your confidence so much more. I think a really, really important thing to do is to cut out any celebrity gossip, any trashy celeb magazines you read, anything like that. I think it's important to cut those out, because they are what messes up the most. They show things on the front of covers saying, oh yeah, love yourself, wear this bikini, you're gonna look great no matter what size, you can be curvy, blah, blah, blah. All of this stuff And then the other side of the front cover, completely opposite that, it will say 18 ways to a flatter stomach, which is just a complete contradiction, and it's going to make you feel bad because they're trying to give you this boost of self-confidence while also saying change yourself because you're not good enough. And I think cutting out those magazines and your involvement in looking at celebrity culture will play a big role in you stopping comparing yourselves to other people, because that's never going to help. Basically, if you're taking one thing away from this video, I'd like it to be that you stop comparing yourselves to other women or men, especially the ones who are famous and airbrushed and flawless. Like, that's a thing. Because that's poisonous to how you think about yourself and how you feel about yourself. I've decided I'm going to do a little recommendation at the end of each of my videos, so maybe like a film, an artist, a specific song, or a book. And I thought it was quite fitting to what I've just been talking about because it's called The Vagenda. The Vagenda, A Zero Tolerance Guide to the Media by Holly Baxter and Rhiannon Lucy Costlett. And basically, it's all about the bullshit that's in magazines and how they basically devise it to make us feel like shit about ourselves. It helps you open your eyes to the sort of thing you've been exposed to and the things that have been making you feel self-conscious. And because it opens your eyes to it, it makes you feel better about yourself because you can forget all about that and try and move on from it. So, The Vagenda. Give it a read, it's really good.